Hey, I'm Phil Ho, member of Local 16. We're shooting the second installment here. I got some great responses from the first installment. I'm going to keep this going as long as possible. And once again, our primary PPE for the day is social distancing. The only way we're going to get through this is to stop and slow the spread of coronavirus. So please, 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 stay at home. Do your stuff alone, use the phone, but keep your social interactions to the minimal amount that you can do. I'm not visiting my sister, I'm not visiting my mom, I'm not visiting friends, I'm talking to them on the phone. I go surfing by myself to get exercise. Today the surf sucks, so I'm going to take a nice long walk by myself. So today I came in and we set up a piece of truss here, and it's got a 650-pound steel base plate on it. It'll be great for the demonstrations I need to do the next few days while I shoot. The primary piece of protection when working at height is a good harness. I use the Petzl Aveo. This is a Petzl Aveo. It's a great harness. Got great, nice snug leg loops. It unbuckles super easy if you need to. When you want to get out of it, use the restroom, of course, or take your lunch break. There is one thing that does drive me crazy when on sites where people have to work at height, or in boom lifts even, is that people are sloppy about putting their harnesses on. They leave the leg loops loose, or the shoulder straps aren't tucked up nice and tight. You know, I grew up with some funky ass harnesses, and now they make these great harnesses, and they're meant to be put on correctly. They're meant to be put on nice and snug and tight. So when you're working at height, you are not shoulder straps falling off, leg loops catching on stuff. Just put your harness on right. If you're taking your break, you come back to me and your leg loops are not clipped in and you're not nice and snug, I'm going to say something to you because I want you to be able to work at height comfortably. So, harness, primary work positioning or work article that you need to work at height. This harness has a sternal and a dorsal hookup. Both the sternal and the dorsal are meant for fall protection. That means if you're using a vertical lifeline like this one I'm pulling down, you can clip it into your back, you can clip it into your front. It's going to catch you. It's like a seatbelt mechanism. It'll allow you to climb tower. Hands-free, which is super important at height, hands-free. I want you to be able to work up there hands-free and feel comfortable. The other part of your harness is going to be your lanyard. So we have two types of lanyards here. We have a V lanyard, this is mine, not quite my favorite one right now, but it is considered a V lanyard. And we have something called a Y lanyard. The two differences are the Y lanyard has bungees in each leg to allow for shock absorption if you fall. The V lanyard has one shock absorber point, and it allows, obviously if you're hanging on one, it'll catch you. If you're hanging on two, it still catches you. So those are the two types of lanyards that you're going to be using working at height. I'm also going to show you a couple of other lanyards. This is sort of a single version of the V lanyard, or the Y lanyard. It has a bungee inside of it. This one is meant to be used primarily in a boom lift, maybe a scissor lift, or if you're work positioning, maybe there's a work position point over your head and you need to work over a railing or something. These are great for that. You don't need a Y lanyard because the Y lanyard is going to allow you to move up and down the tower. This is another one, single lanyard by Miller. It's got the soft pack in it. If you fall, the soft pack deploys. Like this one, the shock absorber is in the lanyard, and this one is in the shock pack. Just so you know, I'm super nervous doing this, and the more you guys respond to me, the better I feel about me doing this. I'm going to keep this going every 2 days. I'm going to practice something, show you something. Questions are super important to me. The other thing about working in height and feeling comfortable is being dressed right. We talked about PPE of being dressed correctly. I'm wearing heavy pants, steel-toed boots again. I'm wearing 2 layers on top. If I'm going up top and I'm going to be there for a long period of time, I might have a bucket bag like this, which you can hook to a carabiner. Carabiner can be hooked to the truss or something in the ceiling. You can keep all your stuff up there. It's nice and tight, has a drawstring at the top so it doesn't open up. And away you go. A couple other things is what you're climbing with on a tower. The tower is going to have 1 or 2 or 3 things on it. The first is a vertical fall ascender, or a vertical fall line. I clip it into my chest, so when I'm climbing, I get to the top, I'm not trying to reach over my back and unclip it. When we use this, we do not let it slam back up on top, we let it carefully go up to the top. When we're climbing, hopefully somebody's on the ground watching the string here, because there's nothing like getting halfway up and have this string fall up. Say while I was over here is that while you're climbing, there's nothing like having the string as you climb up, foul on something, and then you have to climb down to unhook it. So have somebody watch the string while you guys are climbing. It'll be very helpful. And it also means the next person's ready to come up almost right away. Climb the ladder, climb the truss, climb whatever. That's kind of my segment for today. I am going to keep going on this. I think we're going to keep talking about PPE. Paul Shepard posed a question to me, and I'm going to read it off my phone right here. And we can think about it. I'm going to give a brief answer to it, and I'm pretty sure it's because the way I use a Y lanyard to be as a work positioning device as well as a fall arrest device. What do you think is Paul's question? What do you think about using work positioning versus fall arrest equipment? Are you 100% clipped in if you are hanging from work positioning and unclipped from your Y lanyard? If fall protection can include fall restraint, does work positioning count as fall restraint? So work positioning is fall restraint, and that's my simpler answer. Fall protection is only allowed in 2 places on the harness, Paul, so it's allowed in your chest and your dorsal. So if you say, I'm clipped in, I'm using a Grillion, I'm using my Y lanyard, my Kroll to be work positioning, then it's work positioning, it's fall restraint. Fall restraint mostly has to do with possibly using a rope in your rear attachment point here so you can't go past to a leading edge. So no, you can't consider work positioning. That's only in my opinion. Maybe some people might have some different opinions. Work positioning is not fall protection. It could be considered fall restraint, but to be compliant, you have to be 100% of the time in fall protection. I hope that answers the question. I hope other people have questions for me. I'm going to take this home. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to keep working on my speaking skills. I'm going to try not to turn away from the camera. I only have 1 camera position. It's a couple cubes with a baby pin hooked in and a couple Cardellinis grabbing an iPad. So I'm working from what I got. And like I said, I'm just going to keep coming with these things. I hope you watch these 5 minutes. I want to keep them way below 10 minutes. I want to be 500 spots so you guys don't lose interest. And thank you for watching. Again, I'm Phil Ho. My email is philipho701@gmail.com. Go ahead and email me questions. If you know my phone number, you're always free to call me. Things are crazy out there right now. I'm having anxiety attacks every morning because I haven't done anything other than surf and take a walk, and I'm in my house for 20 hours a day. So yes, we're all out there. We're all dealing with this as a family, so use that phone and reach out. Don't be alone. Thank you.